The top 10 best and worst hit songs of 2025 by Cacophony. I still don't know how to say that name. I do not know. Somebody please help me in the comments. Cacophony. I don't know, but they go by Crow. So let's go.
The Weeknd's worst single lead artist, full stop. A grooveless 5-car pileup of incohesive.
The radio loves this song. Anybody else like hear this song a lot on the radio? Like I don't know why. Maybe it's just my stations where I'm at. But like they really play this song a lot. It was so weird to me because this song wasn't even that big. Like, it wasn't even crazy.
Single good,
you know?
Making this a single was insanity. Magdalena Bay outsold, by the way. Tried playing softball with this one because I know a lot of people like it, but nah.
I don't care for this one.
Maybe just a me thing, but I can't stand whispering. And even besides that,
you know what? Same actually.
The production is blocky and ugly. More Mative than McQueen, it turns out.
Really?
Sabrina's slowly becoming one of my least favorite artists in the mainstream because it feels like half her songs are just, I date alpha men on purpose for some reason, and also, I'm that Birch. Like, I get that it's a joke, so why am I not laughing? Just way too old and gay for this. We in Miami turning up another night. Do you think Drake collabed with Party Next Door because he was the
only guy? One of the best songs on the album. All right, I mean, I guess whatever.
Well done, post beef.
Better than Nokia.
Comparison to.
No cap.
Way to make me regret sticking up for your other villain songs, Taylor, by writing one so flagrantly bad.
I'm sorry.
Where did the self-awareness go? Christ. Was it because of your football fiance's penis? Sorry, Wood. Oh, and dishonorable mention to Actually Romantic, which is exactly as petty and out of pocket as Nicki Minaj's Bigfoot, just less overtly embarrassing. Christ, this woman. Knowing I'm a little crazy, but the world's insane.
Yeah, that song isn't that good.
To be perfectly clear, if you are He-Man, Slurslinger, Morgan Wallen, and you write the line, I'm a little crazy, but the world's insane, what you mean is, them gosh darned liberals sure do need to shut up about my scummy behavior and just let me grill, dang that. I'm definitely not the first to make an Aaron Lewis comparison either, but only because it's just so obvious what he's doing here.
What? Alright, I'm not like a Chris Brown defender. This one's actually not bad. Low key.
Putting aside that Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller are deeply unpleasant people, the lyrics are full of deeply unpleasant sentiments.
What did Bryson Tiller do? What did he do? What did Bryson
You scream.
Bro, look every day I learn that a musical artist has done a bad thing. Everybody's done something.
It's not a line I want coming out of Chris Brown's mouth.
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
If Jesse Murph releases
it really? It depends. It's that bad. I don't know. Maybe because I like the beat.
So far as a people. What? No, the song's always just sounded like this. I didn't do anything to it. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, everyone gets one shot to do this impression, and I can't think of a better time than now to whip it out, so here goes. Cringe. There is no other word for it. This makes me cringe. It's embarrassing. If I'm the problem,
you may be the reason.
And, of course, the other half of the token conservative playbook, victim blaming. I refuse to believe this man's ever done an ounce of self-reflection if he's unflinchingly naming his album after a song this sickly and sickening. And no, Morgan, Taylor isn't gonna bang you. Sorry.
Do I agree? Do I agree with this? This song being number one. I mean, it's not that good. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, this is actually not a bad worst list. Let's see. Let's go back. All right, sorry, Lizzie. I'm sorry. I'm defending that song. You know, these Taylor Swift songs. I mean, most of them are just shit on that album anyway. Blue Strips, yeah. Cry for Me into It. I kind of like this one. Sports Car, yeah. All right, sorry, I'm wasting your time. Oh wow. I just fucking wow. W spoiler. I'm so shit at this. Gonna give me a chance. Like, come on, bro.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. That energy will make you niggas move to Europe.
This song's not bad.
Whacked Out Murals by Kendrick Lamar is one of the best hits of 2024. Please ignore that this is my 2025 best list, because 2025 was the year of watching the party die. Even aside from, you know, the absolute disaster of a real world year we had, basically nothing new happened on the charts, and most of what did happen wasn't very good, leaving us with 2024's leftovers and the few hits that did break through. That's why starting out with this song feels apropos.
Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do. But understand, everybody ain't go like you.
Well, that, and also because we dig a song that's about how being provocative and speaking your truth guarantees that not everyone is gonna like you, and just being okay with that. Like, yeah, damn, if you ain't on my level, then I don't need your noise. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Everybody ain't gonna like you is just like generally good life advice. If you're trying to please everyone,
That's
that
true.
includes the fucking fascists, you know? The worst kinds of people who deserve to die mad. I've never been shy about my politics, and I've not once gotten a stop being political comment for it. This shit works, y'all.
Riding in my GNX with Anita Baker in the tape deck. It's gonna be
Ooh, yeah,
Also,
that's
this
hard. That's
beat
hard. That's hard. That's
absolutely
hard.
bums. Like,
Yeah,
even as a media
that's hard as
department
fuck.
opener is United in Grief was on Mr. Morale, and honestly, it's not as good. Most of this list wouldn't make a top 10 any other year this decade. It is just how it is, but man, if this wasn't a grower. There's just so much menace to that bass. It pairs really well with Kendrick's exhausted spiels, provides weight to his words, but it's also, you know, pretty fun. It's basically just a remake of Watch the Party Die. Please ignore that that song is untitled, just more accessible.
I didn't care for that
focused,
song.
More braggadocious even.
what bridge they done burned. All of them is over with. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it.
Cause like, it is also kind of a flex of a song. Kendrick sounds tired and pissed, but confident as hell in what he's saying, and confident in himself too. And after the year he had, why wouldn't he be? He won. The king is dead and his grave has been danced upon. And yet he
Yeah,
recognizes
pretty
that
much.
there's still a lot of work to do to bring back hip-hop culture to what he wants it to be, and so many people to be let down by in the process.
Snoop posted Taylor made. I pray that
Yeah, but
believe it. It was only right for me to let it go. Won a Super Bowl and I'm the only one. Congratulate me.
But even then, there's a nonchalance to Kendrick's attitude throughout. Like, Prayed It Was the Edibles is just hilarious, honestly. There's so many clever or subtly funny bars here. And the song is dense with them, too. Like, my biggest issue with Whacked Out Murals is how much of an effort it is to send through basically 5 straight minutes of bars. I really gotta be in the right mood to get a ton out of it. Otherwise, I'm just bumming along to the beat, but hey, that's still something. It's
That
not
makes
my
sense.
favorite Kendrick song, not my favorite on the album even.
Yeah,
but
nah,
damn
my
it, it
favorite
has
on the
been a
album.
hell of a mood this year.
Whack the murals out, but it ain't no legends if my legend ends.
Dedicated viewers may also notice that this is, in fact, the very first time I put Kendrick Lamar on one of my best lists, at least as the lead artist.
Really?
Well,
I
there's
don't
a
know.
reason for that, and we'll circle back to it. But first, I want to get provocative in my own way. You know why 2025 was so boring? It's because it was a year terrified of trying new things, of breaking the mold. Most of the year was dominated by, you know, the biggest songs of last year. And all the
That's
new
true.
big hits sound like all the other big hits of last year. Just not as good, not as fresh. Like,
That-
this is broadly true of the
that's-
charts
yeah.
in general. Big shakeups only tend to happen once every few years. But when the biggest story of the year is the watering down of K-pop into
I
somehow
feel,
even more
you know, yeah,
reflected in
I feel like we're gonna have a pretty good 2020. I'm praying that we're probably gonna have a pretty good 2026, especially with the recurrency rules now in place. We're definitely gonna have like just way more new stuff. Like you can even see with fucking Olivia Dean becoming a popular. Like,
already
yeah,
have been.
bro.
That's
Like
what's
it, that
so emblematic
2026 is
of
gonna
how things have
be
gotten.
way
But
better than
really,
2025.
that's reflective of
Like,
audience
holy
more than
shit.
anything, isn't it? Not to be annoying, but a lot of people love to hate on stuff that doesn't sound like the stuff they already like. Which, fair, the human mind is programmed to work that way. We crave comfort, crave familiarity, but that makes it so easy to get locked into a routine to diminishing, boring returns. Anything that breaks the mold too much is roundly rejected. That's in part why popular music stagnates so often, and it's been especially bad in the regressive 20s, where most of the big trendsetters are just throwbacks to older, time-tested styles of music. And look, I'm not saying I'm not guilty of this myself. Like, for one, I've just never gotten trapped. Don't think I ever will. It just sounds too far from anything I enjoy. Really repetitive beats, low energy delivery, rarely much in the way of actual substance. I get the time and place that works for people, but not for me. It's the big reason why I've never been too hot on most of Kendrick's big hits, because most of them have been in that lane. Albeit with his more fiery delivery, they've always been a cut above your Futures and your Gunnas and whatnot. Honestly, Whacked Out Mirrors landing so hard for me still feels like a bit of an anomaly despite that. Cause like most of the music I like, it's big, it's loud, it's flashy, it's abrasive, it's adventurous. Anyone who's watched my grab
Sorry,
bag
guys, I'm
shows
still
knows
getting
that
used
I
to
get
these
some
phrases, man.
Absolutely wild pulls in there, and more often than not, they tend to be some of my favorites. Like, here's some samplings from just my latest sub special, y'all.
Okay. Nope, I'm good. Okay. Ooh. I'm Gucci.
It's a miracle any of y'all come to me for my takes on popular music, given the kind of stuff I listen to on a regular basis. Might not be any of you left after the next song on this list, though. Oops.
They could describe everything.
Yes!
in a single word,
Oh my god, no, really?
you know? Like poverty.
For real? Based as fuck, bro. Oh my god. That's based as fuck. Oh shit, I said, oops.
Tesla.
Bass as fuck. No
Well,
cap.
It should be no surprise, especially to anyone paying attention, that I love the hell out of this dumb little song. And to be clear, I don't think Gnarly is better than Whacked Out Murals. I don't think Cat's Eye are better artists than Kendrick Lamar. It's just like I'm smart enough to not start a best list of a hot take. This year especially, I wouldn't take the order of the list all that seriously. But also, to be perfectly transparently clear, I do unironically and also ironically love Gnarly because it sounds like the music I like. I mean, hell, it sounds like 2 of the songs I just played for y'all had a baby, and that baby was Gnarly.
Yeah, I don't know about that. What the? What the fuck? Hold on, guys. What the? All right, sorry, bro. I got shit Wi-Fi.
Y'all see the vision, right? Gnarly is the
I do.
closest to an actual honest-to-God hyperpop hit we've ever gotten, and at this point, I'll take whatever we can get. No, Unholy doesn't count, and also isn't good, which is why I've decided it doesn't count. It's really funny, too, because, like, I worked with this beat to make the best mashup of my life. And in the process realized, man, this beat is really basic and sparse. But then I go back and listen to the song again, and it's kind of amazing how well their voices fill out the mix and make it feel so full and energetic. And what they're saying is, well, really silly.
Oh my god, this song's so lit. Congratulations. Now you be like,
Gang. Gang.
The entire song is just a big joke about slang.
And also,
words,
I feel like
because
the other reason that I really like this song is because, like all the love I see for Gabriella, then everyone shitting on Gnarly. It's just like, bro. Ooh, Gabriella's not good. It's not good. It's not that good. It's not that good of a song. I'm sorry, bro. You can play it on the radio as many times as you want. I've heard that song multiple times on the radio at this point. You guys can make it go fucking top 20. Bro, this song will always be better. No cap.
the chose has no real implicit
It
negative
will.
or positive connotations. It becomes completely impossible to tell if they're saying anything is good, bad, or some secret third thing, parentheses Gnarly. And the laughs throughout give away the game in a what the hell are we even saying kind of way, and that's what makes it so fun, if you ask me. I don't know, man. It's really funny and also stupid as hell, parentheses Gnarly. People just love to hate on silly things for being silly, man. Like, I've never had a problem with dumb songs that know they're dumb and lean into it. Tyler, the Creator, had an absolute banger sex jam that's just as stupid and abrasive as Gnarly, and everyone rushed to call it the worst on the album despite how hard it went, so I think
Really?
y'all hoes just
I didn't
get
know
scared
that.
too easily.
That was considered worse on the album? Really? I did not like that. I skimmed through
I don't know what to tell you.
fucking
I
what was it called? I don't even remember what it was called, bro. Big Poe? No, that's a song. Don't Tap the Glass. Oh my god, I totally forgot what the album was called, but I skimmed through some of the songs because that was really I feel like Sugar on My Tongue. Big Poe, like those are probably like the best, honestly.
about this song way more than most other 2025 hits, even most of the ones yet to come, I'm sad to say. And by God did I need some levity in my laugh this year. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm
And
gonna
Ring,
give
Ring,
you
Ring.
some boba tea.
I think I also kind of like this one too because it's hyper poppy. I do like
Actually,
hyper pop.
one other thing, circling back to that talk about how the charts tend to play it safe, the big trend of the 2020s is a push towards respectability, which, like, I planned a video essay last year about music's convergence towards tastefulness, but ultimately never found the time to make it. Most of what I would have said there ended up in either my 2024 best list or my 2024 albums list anyways, but, like, the ultimate point would have been that it was a sign
You
of the time,
should
reflective of how
be.
conservatives and even some useful idiots on the center and the left are trying to describe quote-unquote degeneracy, or at least what they perceive as
the fuck is
degenerate out
happening
of
on my
popular
screen?
Culture. A new age of purity politics, anti-sex crusades dolled up under the justification of think of the children. As the children get shot dead in their schools, the pundits claiming some gun deaths are worth our Second Amendment rights before getting shot dead themselves in a bout of karmic irony. But like, seriously,
we all know what that's
have you
about.
seen the big trends in music
We
these days?
are
It's all
Charlie
focused on employee
Kirk.
orientation, funk, and disco, and an overwhelming wave of folksy guitar music, be it the stomp clap revival or the absolute flood of country on the charts, and none of it is remotely forward-thinking, remotely cutting edge. Maybe some of it would have been cutting edge in previous decades. Disco at least started subversive in the 70s. Synthpop was a revolution in the 80s. Hell, if we take it even further, the 90s were kickstarted by grunge and gangsta rap. The 2000s were dominated by dirty hip-hop and club music. The 2010s brought us loud and abrasive EDM and drugged out trap. And then the 2020s, nothing. Maybe that's part of why I love Gnarly so much.
Yeah.
It spits in the face of respectability. It spits in the face of the
Or
regressive attitude.
or I think maybe the rise of TikTok. I think TikTok in itself is just like a genre. You know what I'm saying? Is that crazy to say? Like, I don't know.
popular music these days. It's designed to be as tasteless as possible. But I can see that
Maybe
there's
just
another way to be
TikTok in
tasteless.
general. I don't
Things
know.
that look more interesting.
That's my attempt.
subversively. It's part of why I'm more forgiving of the Tortured Post department than most. It's part of what makes Lolo Young's Messy so appealing to me, even if I don't fully love it either. Check my last sub-special for my thoughts on it. And while I have other problems with her music, I do appreciate how Sabrina Carpenter takes the tired throwback sounds of this decade's popular music and just sexes the hell out of them. And anyone attacking her for being too horny is a freak playing to the gross puritanism of the fascist right. You know who else got way too much crap for being subversive?
Still like the song. Sorry.
Here we are, a year-long promise
Don't get it.
fulfilled.
I do not get it.
The funny thing is, I don't think Sailor Song has really, grown on me all that much since last year. I've just been so detached from popular music all year that this still comfortably made the list despite barely listening to it in 2025. But, don't get me wrong, it's still one of the best hits of 2024 and one of the best hits of 2025, too. For one, there's been nothing else on the charts half as lush
Was it a hit?
as it is.
Was the song a hit? I mean, yeah, I guess. No, yeah, it was. What am I talking about? Yeah, it was a hit.
It's
Well,
that
I'm
brand
tripping,
of
bro.
sad girl indie
What am I talking
romance,
about?
Of course, huge on TikTok, Demurecore or something like that, which is never something I love, but is generally always something I like. But the real draw of the song is how goddamn gay it is, and not in a subtle way either. From
I
the
didn't know
very
that.
first line, Gigi Perez's longing, both sensual and sexual, for the girl she's fallen for. But
Guys,
also how
I don't
the
hate
shallow
this song 'cause
religion
it's
moves over
gay.
that relationship. How
I hate it
her mind
'cause
is
it's
telling her
boring.
that what she's doing is wrong because it's the way she's been raised, and how little she cares. Honestly,
Sorry,
it hits
I'm
a lot
just
of the
bored.
same
I'm
notes that
just
Lucy
straight
Dacus'
bored.
Triple Dog There does, which if you watch my last sub-special, yeah, the association there is definitely doing this song some favors. Don't think that I'm still not so
Hold on, I need to go get water. All right, I'm back.
goddamn mad about how religious parents treat their kids, queer or otherwise. Let your kids be happy, you freaks. They're not your property. It's just a theme that's, at this moment in time, incredibly important. And having a hit song about it makes me so goddamn happy. And at the end of the day, Sailor Song's just a really earnest love song that just so happens to also be really gay as a treat, and really dang pretty. I don't know enough about music theory to explain why these melodies hit the ear so right, but they just do, and Perez's Watch That Voice blends perfectly with the ethereal atmosphere of the song. It all just comes together so nicely.
Are they a one-hit wonder? Is this like GG? No pun intended. Is this like GG for them? Like this song is like it?
It's just a really good song, you know? What else needs to be said?
I should put out like anything else.
And of course, because we can't have nice things, it's also controversial, ooh. Which doesn't surprise me, because like I said,
Is
it's
it?
subversive on purpose. And it pissed off the Puritans. because
Maybe
they said,
maybe I
don't
just
believe in
fall
God.
asleep too
Actually,
early
that
to
was
like
pretty much the start of the end
actually
of the controversy,
know
because,
about the
who gives a
controversy.
damn? Congrats, you missed the whole point of the song and you're part of the problem. But it is more than a little worrisome that there's any controversy at all over a song that's innocuous, especially coming from the younger demographic. But I shouldn't be all that surprised, because when I say that popular music has been trending more and more towards safe, what I obviously mean is more conservative. More, well,
Whoa, this song is good.
up to
Chill out,
literal
chill out.
God
That's a good
Jesus
song.
God music singing up the charts, but that's
All right,
not
nah,
really what I want to talk about yet. If it becomes a persistent problem,
Forest Rage
then
is
we'll
funny to
see.
me,
But,
bro. This
what
guy's
I really
like
wanna analyze
is
the
funny.
influx of country on the charts ushered in by Morgan Wallen's success. Country, especially mainstream.
Yeah,
country,
chill out, I
is
got better.
heavily
Chill
conservative.
out, I
There's
got
no point
better.
playing coy about this obvious fact. Not every country artist is a right-wing nut job, of course, but well, you don't hear much about leftist country songs becoming big hits, now do you? Much less country music's reaction to any black artist dipping their toes in the genre. Despite
Zach
the fact
Bryan,
that it's
no?
one of the many genres of music white people stole from
Well, that's
black
still
Americans,
kinda
but I
iffy.
digress. That's not the point here. The point is that mainstream country has basically always been the religious side of popular music, and anytime the genre swells in popularity, it tends to be alongside the sentiment of the era. Country was huge after 9/11 too, all I'm saying. Y'all know about Toby Keith's lynching anthem from back in 2003? Time is a flat circle. And look, I'm not opposed to country music on principle, obviously. I've put country music on most of my best lists, and I'm not opposed to religious music on principle either. It's just that the latter tends to suck, but you can make it work. Just, make the song good.
You a better. Okay, wait. I actually said this song was actually not bad. No cap.
I think the first thing I appreciate about Hard Fought Hallelujah is that it's not oppressively Jesus-y. It's not about how you, the listener, should praise God. Brandon Lake isn't being preachy. No, he's singing about how difficult faith can be, how difficult life can be. Hell, you could replace God with love or beer or really whatever it is you live for, and the struggle of the song doesn't really change.
I live
it's more
for
about how
beer.
life is rough, but you're trying to have faith that things
Only
will get
beer.
better.
Times when my hands go off freely, times that it calls.
It's like whatever gets you through the day, man. Frankly, the way I see it, you're free to believe whatever you believe as long as you don't make your beliefs someone else's problem. And that's the big thing most conservative Christians do. It's the reason why they have such a bad rap, not because they believe in God, but because they force that belief on everyone else and tell everyone else how to live their lives. Your beliefs are not more important than other people's
Morgan Freeman.
happiness. It's that simple. Also, speaking of happiness, man does it fill me with so much joy to hear an honest-to-beer rock song of the charts in 2025. The bluesy guitars are lovely, the gospel choir backing it is immaculate, Brandon Lake has a gritty voice that suits the organic flow of the song, I love the syncopation on the chorus, and the moment the drums go ham during the bridge, I'm just absolutely popping off. Rock and roll will never die, man. Like, yeah, I guess it's a shame that one of the grandest, most powerful songs of the year comes with so much baggage of the times it represents, but good music is good music, and there's a relatable chord to the song that even someone as godless as me can appreciate. Also, there was a Jelly Roll version too, because of course there was. That guy's on everything. It's fine too. He doesn't really change the song in any meaningful way.
Number
It's probably his
number
best
one
hit,
definition
so
of
good on
back
you,
tracer.
Jolson. Actually, I have that one other song I quite liked. One about anxiety and intrusive thoughts. The lies that his brain tells him are keeping him down, which, man, ain't that on me this year. Like, I know this list has absolutely been a downer to sit through so far, and I'm gonna try to keep things more positive from here on out, but like, the year we've been having, man. Shabuzi put out a song that just goes, all I really need is a little good news, and it's one of the best damn lines of the year because, god, same, man. It's kind of wild how social media has just destroyed multiple generations' ability to function. Yada yada, it brings people together, sure. It also encourages the worst kinds of behavior on such a massive scale, turns people against each other over the pettiest nonsense, and more than anything, somehow turns everyone into cops, which are, again, all bastards. Staying off Twitter and mostly keeping to myself on furry blue sky all year has been so good for my sanity, despite everything.
I'm sorry, guys. I've said this so many times before. I can't move to blue sky. I'm sorry. I can't do it. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe I just like to watch the fucking world go crazy on Twitter, bro. Like Twitter is so funny. It's like Twitter is like a zoo. Like you have like a bunch of like animals. Like it's just like just the most chaotic thing you could see ever. I think that like it is the most delusional people you will ever see in your entire life. It is genuinely so hilarious to me. You know, that's the thing with Twitter though. You can't get too mad about shit. Like you can't get rage baited. Like Twitter is literally just rage bait. You scroll down your FYP on Twitter, that shit's gonna be rage bait. No cap. Which is why I'm not moving to Blue Sky now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't move to Blue Sky.
Not think about the state of the world.
Unfortunately.
Like, I know being online and up to date on everything happening in the world seems important, but let's be real.
Also, most people still use Twitter anyway.
You
So
simply cannot process the
if literally everyone moved to Blue Sky, then I would probably move to Blue Sky
all the time and stay sane. Sometimes you really do need to just detach from it all and take care of yourself first. Because if you don't, well, bad things can happen.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
What's up, Dochi?
Song's alright.
You know, it's been a little minute since you and I...
Still
Denali's
not sold on
Dochi.
Dochi.
I've been genuinely excited about because, like, for one, it turns out that Dochi is great actually, and her one previous hit was just the worst possible showing. For two, the song itself is also great and completely unlike anything
Anxiety
else in
didn't
the charts.
help
And
either.
Three, it's got, you know, the best line of the year.
Wristwatch, drip drop, label with the TikToks. Now I'm making TikTok music. What the fuck?
God, she's so pissed. It's so funny. It's so fun. She's so good at conveying tone through her voice alone, and it makes for great storytelling about, well, herself, her life.
Again, like the whole. This is what I gotta say on Twitter, bro. The whole discourse about this song on Twitter was just so stupid.
Through and how it's affected
it was just so stupid. It's just so fun to watch, bro.
Alter ego. Sorry, that kind of just happens now.
Honestly, I can't even fucking cap no more. This is a really dark time for me. I'm going through a lot.
By a lot, you mean drugs.
I wouldn't.
Drugs.
The frustrating thing about trying to, you know, talk about the Nine Isles River is that she literally lays it all bare to the point where there's not really anything to analyze here. Anything I could call out, she does in the song. Like, say...
Take a second and kind of unpack what's happened to you. You know, this guy cheated on you and...
Nah, fuck it.
Girl, you need to, like, take time to process.
I'm moving so fast, no time to process.
Oh no.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't wanna have to turn a nigga guts into soup bean.
Okay, seriously.
I love that line.
You need to chill.
We don't want to revert back into our old ways, so we're gonna try a breathing exercise, okay?
Yes, good. Okay, see what I mean? It's supremely self-aware, which makes it maddening in a good way.
I mean, fuck, I like pills, I like drugs, I like getting money, I like strippers, I like to fuck.
And it's all just so weirdly fun. The beat's a boom bap throwback that immediately stands out from the crowd. The whole Sakami framing of the song, especially in the video of the goddamn year, no competition, sets the tone, somewhat serious.
Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe.
But not enough that you can't still laugh at it, and Doechii
Maybe.
herself just has so
Maybe.
much personality, and she's queer as heck, which makes bits like this.
Open up the messages and had to hit the Zoom. Turns out the girl was really a dude.
A lot easier to swallow than if it were coming from a straight chick, cause like, she ain't dumping him cause he's gay, just cause he cheated on her. No homophobia detected, thank God. Sorry straight folks, but I trust very few of y'all these days. Denial is
What?
one of those songs I'm more glad it's a hit than I really feel that strongly about it as a tune. Like, it's not super listenable, it's more of a skit than an actual song, and I was worried it wasn't gonna have lasting appeal because of that, but nah, it's
I
just
did.
really fun. Thank God for Doechii, one of the few silver linings of this dirge of a year. Y'all really did her dirty
Nissan
for
Altima is just
real.
way better than that song, by the way. This song. Should have been Nissan Altima. Okay.
Actually, no, we're talking about this now
Okay.
because Jesus, fuck y'all are shitheads about women. Like, yes, let's gas up a hot new superstar, then randomly decide to make a demo from 5 years ago that hit instead, and then get mad when radio latches onto that one for the.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Wait. I fucking hate this song. But don't be bitches. Don't be fucking bitches. Cause I fucking remember. People are acting like, bro, their whole brains are fucking wiped, bro. No. I remember you fuckers on TikTok hyping up this song. Like, bro, these guys literally got the original version with fucking Sleepy Hollow on it to like, I'm pretty sure the top 20. And then just immediately threw that out for this one. And then y'all were like, wait a minute. Oh, wait, this is not good. Bitch, it was not good for the entire time. You guys are... If you guys remember, the switch up was insane. I never switched up because I never fucking liked the song. It crazy, bro. You guys... that actually is true. This is like the first person to like point it out. Thank you. Like, honestly, thank you.
Turn on her for it and start to hold her to an
That's
impossible
crazy,
standard because
bro.
of it.
That
Because they
was
don't
crazy.
Like the song, but want some...
Look, if you were one of the people who hyped up the song and started hating on it, you have no right to go crazy on hate on the song. I can hate on the song because I fucking hated it from the beginning. I did not like
quote
it.
unquote moral reason to hate
It
her,
was
so we're
the
canceling her
switch up was crazy, bro. Like,
for
genuinely, it was
some
actually
of her
crazy.
staff. Wait, really? That's the controversy? I cannot fucking believe this is what got people.
That
so
was
twisted.
crazy,
Like, yes,
bro.
she's a bit messy.
You guys
Did
are some
listen to the song
fuckers.
or the other one for that matter? Gee, I wonder why she might be under a bit of stress at a high-profile event. And like, look, I get it. There's an inherent parasocial aspect of pop stardom. You see a little bit of yourself in the artist you enjoy, so it hurts all the more when they do something quote-unquote wrong because you
Porter
consider it as a
Robinson
moral
hit.
failing on your part.
Ooh,
or for
underscores.
supporting someone bad, and because having that relationship with the music means you know you can so easily be a bad guy too. Hell, to the movie's credit, K-pop Demon Hunters of all things has a pretty good song about exactly that, albeit with the slant of a villain song, which kind of hits weird to frame the one genuine, honest-to-God K-pop song on the soundtrack. And I know I'm right in saying this. I had my K-pop friend validate my opinion. To frame that as the evil to be defeated, I think that kind of sucks. The song slaps though. Not the deepest take on the subject, but that it tackles it at all and we made that song a hit just amuses me. But like, back on topic, I get it. When an artist you've put so much of yourself into does something wrong, there's the urge to reject the notion that you're just like them, to reject the artist you thought you could relate to in response
Yeah,
to that.
nah,
It's
I'm
a
not.
very human
I
reaction.
I genuinely do not care for any of these artists, bro. I'm not gonna even like John Mayer. Like, look, all the things John Mayer's done is pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't care because it makes good fucking music. But I don't want to get into the separate artists from the art thing. That is just too much. I'm not gonna get into that conversation. But like, for me, I do not care. I don't care. Genuinely, I
But
don't care.
this wasn't ever
Like,
really.
I'm gonna say it. I still bump "Feel It" by David. I do. It's true. I'm sorry.
About
Sorry.
Justin, now what?
That was gonna be my fucking number one for 2024 best hits, and it still honestly would be, because that song is a fucking banger.
Not about her
I don't
as a
care.
person.
I don't
no.
care.
Gee,
Sorry.
I
I
wonder
said
why
it.
she's the target du jour. A black queer woman. Golly, it's almost like that one thing I keep writing segments about remains an ever-present problem in our culture, hence the need to keep writing about it. Hell, we already had one earlier in this video. And it's bad enough to just be a woman, even worse to be a queer woman, but a black
Fine, it was
queer
crazy.
woman, the ultimate debuff. Like, not to keep banging on about it long after anyone still cares, but Chris Brown has a year-end hit in the year of our whiskey 2025. Dude's literally never been punished for anything in his life, despite being one of the messiest musicians alive, never showing an ounce of remorse and never changing as a person. And it feels like people came for Doechii, came for Chabo, came for Gigi harder than anyone ever did for him. Again.
I don't know about that. Well, yeah, no, yeah. But then we're also gonna have the conversation of who uplifted Chris Brown, and don't fucking lie either. It was women, a lot of women. You know who. What is Chris Brown's biggest audience? Women. Not gonna lie, like that.
It's not hard to tell why. It is
Unfortunately,
beyond
bro.
infuriating to see queer and
we know, but that does. But also, at the end of the day, that it's not really of significance, because like most of the hate for a lot of the women that they were talking about was from men. Honestly, let's be honest. But
especially trans women be held to
That's true.
impossibly high standards, not allowed to be even the least bit messy, like they have to justify their own right to exist by being flawless, pristine, model citizens for the cis-het to gawk at like they were browsing a museum.
I
At
have
the
no
same
idea
time,
what's
the
happening.
messiest, most morally depraved cowards try to legislate them out of
You're talking
existence
way
using
too
that
fast.
same rhetoric as justification. At the same time, Christo-fascist-led payment processors are trying to financially starve queer people onto the streets. All offense, but check your fucking selves and get the fuck off Twitter. Touch some grass and do something actually useful for once in your fucking life instead of spending all day being cops online. Like, Jesus.
Is this video just to call me out? Okay, look, I'm on Twitter a lot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look up how much I've been on Twitter this week. I'm actually curious. I'm genuinely curious. Hold on, guys. Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold up. All right, last 10 days, Twitter usage, 9 hours. That's actually not bad. Wait, is that bad? Wait, I don't know if that's bad or not. 9 hours in the last 10 days?
So many internet cops will proudly post ACAB as if they aren't part of the problem. All you're really doing is helping the fascists, making you functionally indistinguishable from them. It really is that simple. Some of us have real problems, you know? Anyways, I'm sure y'all are waiting for this whole spiel to lead up to some big twist reveal, but nah, I'm just gonna go back to Glazing Chaperone some more.
This song got fucking pooped on, bro. This song. Okay, I understand the flop for The Giver. That song was not good. I'm sorry. I did not like that song. But really, this one, like, there should have been her real comeback. But you guys just gave her the finger. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Not that the subway
Y'all are
is
fucked
about,
up for that.
like, any of that, because Chapel fundamentally does not care what people think about her, and that rules. Nah, it's another one about being sad and gay, which I can also relate to. Specifically, it's about seeing aspects of a lost lover in everyone else, her hair, her perfume, etc. Almost like she's being haunted by her ex's ghost. Ignore that she isn't dead, just gone.
She's so bad, man. I'm sorry. I know she's not for me, but like,
And
some of her
it's
Twitter
painfully
posts, man,
aware that
she
it's something she's
is
doing to
fucking
herself,
beautiful.
Looking for
No
traces
cap.
of her ex of her own accord and seeing them everywhere as a result of her own hypervigilance. Where the solution may be to just leave it all
Man,
behind.
this is why the internet. This is why the internet sucks. You're constantly seeing like all these beautiful people, and then you gotta go, then you gotta turn off the phone and fucking look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, you know.
With
Unless,
the best
like,
2 seconds of the
you're,
year
like,
contender debut,
you
I can
are
back the
very,
Poetic
a
Pioneer,
beautiful
this song
person.
All I Want, but
Hey.
let's be frank, this song's on the list because I think
Game's
it's one
the
of the
game, man.
catchiest songs of the year. That dual chorus pulls so much weight, especially when both halves are such massive earworms. I listened to this song like twice and had the hook stuck in my head for days after that.
Is this song even still in the
And
chart? I don't
then
think it
again,
is
I
actually.
love
That's
how good
crazy.
Chapel is at writing this kind of really
Y'all are
classic
fucked
sounding
for that.
tune. It's a lot like No One Noticed in that regard. Both aren't just modern melodic sensibilities that the throwback.
W song.
They sound like they could have come out 30 years ago or more and not felt out of place. Melodies that will still sound just as timeless 30 more years down the line. and those sensibilities extend to the bridge, which is basically just a second hook that runs throughout the entire last third of the song. Another one of those old school moves Chappell continues to excel at. Also, the lyrical twist of She's Got Away to She Got Away, so simple yet so potent. God, she's so good at this. Despite that, I wouldn't say I go for this sound quite as hard as the upbeat bop of Good Luck Babe or even the bombast of
I agree.
Club, which would be like
It's not as good as those
number
songs.
3 or 4 on this year's list if I hadn't already put it on last year's. But like, The Subway is another fine entry in Chappell's growing list of modern classics. Yeah.
I wonder when her next
Just
album
do it
is.
better. I don't know what to tell you.
No way you guys let her die out, right? Like, surely not. Like, I know, like, 2 flops in a row. I mean, I know this song hit, like, top 5, but, like, it kind of, like, went down like a rock. But, like, no way we're letting her, like, just, like, kind of, you know, dip out of the pop zeitgeist, right? Like, surely not. Surely not, guys,
Anywho,
right?
I think we need another lighter topic after our last interstitial. Y'all ever notice how the entire popular music sphere is being taken over by theater kids?
Got my driver's license last
Yeah.
week.
It started around when Olivia Rodrigo blew up, but especially in the last 2 years, it feels like there's been a notable uptick in young pop stars who just throw themselves headlong to their music. Artists who stand out
TikTok.
as characters just as much as they do musicians. Sabrina Carpenter, obviously, playing up her mean girl shtick as bluntly as she can. Chappell Roan, whose music is meant for the stage like nobody else. Or Doechii translating her inner struggles into performance art. Hell, I'll even throw Benson Boone into the ring despite my general indifference to his music. He's at least always trying to go big or go home, even if he's not very good at it. These kids love their drama, and I'm all here for it. Hell, I'm even tempted to slot Mariah the Scientist into this category, if only because Burning Blue feels weirdly poetic for the sexy R&B slow jam it's trying to be, especially contrasting
Burning
with
Blue
the
is
closest
okay.
comparison, SZA, who's way more into writing songs about her mental health and also killing her ex. Burning Blue feels a lot more artsy, and complemented by the smooth yet off-kilter production, I just think it sounds so lovely. Hope to hear more from her. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. It's funny that all these artists seem to blow up around the same time Gaga tried to make her big return to her roots. To mixed success, given that none of it really feels all that transgressive anymore, but she was the drama kid of her time, making
Yeah.
artsy theatrical music and videos especially.
That with the
nobody
smile,
else but
no
her
way.
could have made. Though I do still like Abracadabra in spite of myself, especially that really grimy drop.
I don't like the song. Sorry. Don't like it.
Am I
Don't like it.
insane for saying
I
it's
don't like it.
almost a little Sophie-esque? Is that heresy? We were robbed of a Sophie and Lady Gaga collab at any rate. But yeah, my fondness for this type of over-the-top theater
Disease
music
now.
might
Wait, if we're doing Lady Gaga, then The Dead Dance?
be why I continue to be
Really?
so
No,
bored
that
by
song's
Katy
not
Perry,
good.
because
Ah,
I
I'm
just
sorry,
do
I
not
don't like
see
that song.
any of her in her music. Everything she makes sounds like she really wants to be someone, anyone other than herself, so I have no clue who Tate McRae
Ravendor!
is.
Ravendor!
That doesn't stop me from enjoying a song like Revolving
Aw.
Door for its Jersey Club energy and its cool, watery production. Hell, I'd say it's the first time Tate found a lane that really works for her,
See?
but it does keep me
Hey.
from finding it all that special.
I agree.
From
The
seeing
song's
it as
fire
anything
as
more
fuck.
than a disposable pop song I'm gonna forget about in a year's time. Great music is the kind you don't forget. The kind that makes you remember the artist behind it. Tate McRae, on the other hand, I hardly somber. Wait, I mean...
Oh. That's a
yeah,
curveball.
if you were wondering why I didn't bring him up on my list of theater kids, well, you should have known why, honestly.
Just being friends. Song's alright.
Back to Friends
Sorry,
may be
sorry.
the most melodramatic
It's
song
sorry.
of the year. So much that it make even Olivia Rodrigo, the queen of oversold melodrama herself, blush at how over-the-top and immature this song is. But like, I like melodrama. Again, it's the theater kid energy, committing to something so hard that you inevitably put a bit more of yourself into your music than you're
God,
intending
this guy's.
to, and that's
Is,
what makes
is this
it
guy
work.
a looks maxer? He looks like a looks maxer.
It's a song about being young and making the same mistakes everyone else already has. Like, for one, don't sleep with your friends, kids. It's gonna get messy. Anyone can tell you this. Hell,
'Cause
I
I'm
can
too
tell you that, and
messy.
I'm friggin' ace. Which, yeah, obviously this is gonna hit
looking
as hard for
clean.
me, an old crotchety sexless denizen of the forest, but there's still some pathos to these lyrics, even if they are, yeah, a bit oversold. Dude's basically still a kid as far as I'm concerned. Kids be like this. But frankly, none of that's why this song's this high on my list, because I just knew from the first time I listened to this song, hell, less than a minute in when that first chorus hit, that this is one of the best hits of the year, and that feeling never left on any subsequent listen. Like, sure, is this sound anything special? Not really, but like, with the flood of milquetoast indie rock sounds overtaking the charts the last few years, it was only
Fucking
a matter of time
glass
before we got
animal,
one
bro.
that's the exact type of milquetoast indie rock I love. Can't think of any other recent hits that have sounded quite like it anyways. Like, it's just pretty guitars go brrr, sparkly synths and pianos go brrr. My brain turns off and goes brrr, bobbing along to the pretty music. Brrr. I know I never really bit into the Joe bait back when he had his moment last year, so this is Karma biting me back by laser targeting the kind of sound I can't help but go for. And you know what? Fair enough, Karma. I probably deserve it. Brrr. All I really have left to say is that, man, this kid sure is pulling his weight, bringing all these slightly left of the dial sounds into the mainstream, huh? 12 to 12 is a completely different flavor of sparkly indie pop, and it may be just as, if not even better than Back to Friends. Check back with me in a year's time on that one. But regardless, Somber's someone I'm sure glad
Fucking
to have around
Addison
the
Rae.
coolest year of popular music, and I sure hope he sticks around for at least a few more years after this one. Also, the funny thing about Back to Friends to me, an aromantic person, is like, friends, those are pretty cool. I love my friend's smiley face. The concept of being more than friends is kind of alien to me, honestly. But, like, I do get it. The desire to not go through life alone, the idea of spending your whole life with someone else, that is, on a fundamental level, appealing and not something I've never thought about, just like, platonically. It's funny, especially because I'm flirty enough with some of my friends that we probably would be dating if I had even a single romantic bone in my body. I've had people be like, wait, you're not a thing? More than once. It's just like, the feelings don't really go deeper than that for me. Boxes are full of too much love to commit it all to one person. I want to share it with all my friends. And I've got too many other things going on anyways. Got so many games I want to play, so many albums I want to listen to, so many videos I want to make amongst other projects that, yes, are slowly coming to fruition. I'm just bad at time management.
I'm just saying, the only reason I don't have a girlfriend right now, well, actually, no, there's a lot. There's a lot of reasons. But some of the main ones, look, man, I'm too busy, bro. Guys, if you are in high school and you're a freshman or a sophomore, do not let them brainwash you into thinking that junior year will be your hardest year. No, senior year will be your hardest year. Do not let them brainwash you, bro. You have to deal with college applications. Oh, but I also need to get a job because I need to get money online. And then they're going to give me 12 projects because I took 5 AP classes. Then I'm fucking... Oh, bro, guys, don't even start. Don't get me started, bro. And like I know there's people wondering. Like, I used to upload way more than I do now. The reason that I don't upload as much now is because I'm so fucking busy. I am so fucking busy every single day. It's genuinely like so stressful, bro. Like bro, every day when I get home, I just want to sit down in my bed and just fall asleep, bro. A girlfriend can definitely not fit into my life right now. Like, oh my god. Unless it's Sabrina Carpenter, then I'll just take everything away and all good,
Anyways, all that is to say,
whatever you do, don't ever tell no bitch you love her.
No other song makes me feel more seen than this one. See, I'm doing that thing again where I put my actual favorite song of the year at number 3. Oops. I think that if you asked me right now which song on this list I most wanted to listen to, it'd easily be Darling I. It's just that, again, video flows better if it's here, and the top 2 are both fantastic songs in their own right anyways. But yeah, Tyler, the Creator pretty much perfectly captures like
I'm still not
I just said in my interstitial spiel in
hooked
this song.
on Tyler, the Creator yet, man. I don't know, man.
Damn, dude, don't call me out like that. But like, even more than just being about that, it's also an honest-to-God hit song about polyamory. Ooh, what a spooky topic, huh? Nah, not really. Let's be real. We all need to understand that marriage is a social construct, and monogamy is enforced primarily by religion, so like, it's not actually normal. It just brings so much joy to my heart to hear a song that really cuts
I'm sorry, I can't. Look, man, I don't know. I'm not gonna be that guy that like, oh, you're fucking polyamorous, you're weird, but like, I don't understand how that works, bro. Like, I'm a jealous fucking guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I got hella trust issues. I got my own problems, okay? And a lot of people also have their own problems. I feel like jealousy is so common that like, I know some probably most polyamorous like relationships work, but you're telling me no one is jealous of each other, no one wants to replace somebody else. I don't know, man.
Culture of monogamy.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me projecting, but I don't know.
Like, yeah, maybe the average person is capable of loving more than one person with all their being, and as long as both parties accept that, what's wrong with it? Which, yeah, consent and transparency are part of a healthy poly relationship, and Tyler goes out of his way to reaffirm that. It's just pretty much the perfect polyamory anthem in every way.
Everybody's different, you know? And it's not just sex. I get different things from different people.
And as someone who exists on the periphery of several polycultures,
I haven't seen this video
some
before.
Of the aforementioned friends are in. I've seen more than enough to reaffirm that, yeah, actually people are happier this way and way more trusting too. Cannot imagine living life constantly worrying if your one true romantic partner is quote unquote cheating on you and then wondering why you aren't happy together. Like, no shade to anyone who's in a healthy, happy.
But like, all right, no, I'm gonna let this speak.
I'm more talking about like the stereotype of the unhappy couple that media loves to portray, and then we act like it's normal when it really isn't, and it really isn't good. Monogamy destroys relationships more than it helps them, if you ask me.
Really? I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. Sorry. Well, and I also think that honestly, actually, I kind of agree with the sentiment of, you know, monogamy being like forced upon us, like in the media and in religion, but I also think that's why people are the way they are with jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're propped up to be jealous because of the media and because of, you know, religion and all that. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, like, I feel like a lot of maybe polyamorous people, they just weren't built up like that, I guess. I don't know, but you're telling me all these relationships work, there's no jealous people, everyone's happy? I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe that. Maybe like I said, maybe I'm just projecting.
Also a jam and a half. The groove is super smooth.
Maybe I'm just projecting.
So goddamn colorful too. Tizo Touchdown's hook is immaculate. The whole thing just sounds as delightful as a song about falling in love over and over again should, you know? I just love everything about this song. Did from the moment I first heard it, and it's always been one of, if not my favorite track off Pharmacopoeia. Thank God for Tyler the Creator. Ring 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 got robbed though, for real.
Chill out, bro. You're just a fucking worker. You are not Tyler the Creator. Is that
also,
fucking Willow?
Last time a hit song had a fake ending like this. I kind of love that too. Like, you thought it was over? Nah, we've got a minute left of some smooth and even kind of wonky jamming to do. And like, hell yeah, I will take more of this absolutely wonderful song. That's about all I have to add though. Yeah, let's end this for real. Just kidding. Two fake endings. What a treat. Okay, we're done for real now, though.
No, we're not. Or are you?
Transparency is key, be honest.
Wait, one more thing. Did you notice it? That strangely familiar tongue clicking?
Oh yeah, I did actually notice that before.
Yeah, bro's out here sampling Drop It Like It's Hot, and I didn't even realize in the first few listens because of how, you know, transformative the sample flip is. The whole album's full of wild sample flips, honestly. Like, I don't know, an obscure African psychedelic rock song?
So just strap it up, buddy. Fuck around and strap you, bitch.
Which, like, he doesn't do as much of the samples here.
I like
Noid.
Noid.
Speed them up a little, but also, what a wild pull, right? Makes for a hell of a foundation, too. The point is, sampling can be really dang cool if you put in a little effort with it. Not just, you know, finding something everyone already recognizes, stealing it wholesale,
David Guetta method.
and putting it onto the slot market for the little piggies to consume. Like, let's see, what did 2025's sample slot buffet look like? Let's do a little check-in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the obvious one. She tried a little, but the original wasn't that great to begin with, honestly.
My hand.
Could you try a little harder? Also, yeah, I guess this is just what country music is now. Cool.
Now I know what this is.
Too? Does Lisa still count as K-pop these days? I don't know. Anyways, wow, hands off this one in particular, please.
Have no fear.
What?
Bon Jovi on their way to having their third career revival? Probably not. Shame that this is all Pitbull does nowadays, though. Dude used to be so cool. I guess this one's debatable, but we really need to stop with the melodies that sound like this. Also, get a singing coach. Jesus.
Alright. Not too much. Not too much.
Ew.
Not too much. Alright. I like that song.
Honestly, you might as well consider this segment my actual 2025 worst list at this point. No, we are not doing this. Go back to retirement now.
Didn't even know those guys released. I don't even know those guys like released this year.
Couldn't have a segment like this about the man who single-handedly ended racism, yeah. Jay-Z beat you to this one by 15
Shout
years,
out to his family.
You don't care, do you? Of course you don't.
She was begging me to stay.
I don't. This song is so ass. I kind of like it.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
I have it on
bro.
good word that this one's outright offensive, but even if it wasn't, good God, this just sounds awful. The Lil Wayne and Rick.
It
Ross
really
thing,
does. Like,
yes, that is a sentence I just said, and yes, it is a real thing.
no, this is like so. This is so bad. I can't even. No, this is trash.
Is music even a real thing anymore? Anyways, you get the point. There's good ways to sample, and there's bad, lazy, obviously doing it for the money ways to sample, and our corporate overlords tend to choose the latter over the former, because it's, you know, easier than making art, which, golly gee, doesn't that sound a lot like, you know, what generative AI is doing to all of culture as we know it? Grinding up any human-made art into a bloody sausage and serving
Use
it to
AI,
a silver
it's
platter.
better.
Content for content's sake. Because making art is
that
hard,
picture's
takes
too
actual
funny.
time and effort, and paying artists to do it for you is expensive, because they're, you know, people who need money to live and keep making art. As usual, capitalism is the root of every problem that modern America is currently experiencing. Whoa. That's shockingly the one thing I don't have a really long rant prepared for, namely because I already did one 2 years ago and not a damn thing has changed since then. Because why would it ever? Just go rewatch my 2023 best list, specifically that video's number 2 if you're really pressed for time. I genuinely see no reason to repeat myself here. The point I was trying to make is that creative use of sampling is, in fact, an art form in of itself. It's one thing to take an obvious sample and use it in a cool new way, but you can go even
Where's this
further.
going?
Like, say, taking a sample and making the sample itself and the context surrounding it thematically important to your own artistic vision.
Oh, more Kendrick?
Yeah, you didn't think we were done with Big Kenny yet, did you?
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin.
If Darling I is my favorite
It's a good song.
hit of
I
the
like
year,
this
then
one.
Reincarnated is just straight up the best hit of the year. Like, everyone gasses Kendrick up as a
I don't know. I'm a basic bitch. I think Luther's my favorite song off of Gen X.
artiste,
Sorry.
than the mainstream aspired to be, and I've always been able to respect that, but I don't think I've ever been able to enjoy it to the same degree as in Reincarnated. Well, aside from The Heart Part 5, which I probably should have put on that year's list regardless of its eligibility, but hey, the same caveat didn't stop me from putting Reincarnated on this year's list, so yeah.
And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world with my guitar up on my hip. That's the story.
Like, this song
I
is
do
just
really
so
like the
out of
storytelling
place on
in this
DNX,
song.
An album mostly full of bangers, beats that meet the moment of where hip-hop is in the 2020s. There's nothing else even remotely as heady or lyrical as this one. And hell, he sounds different on this song, too. There's a roughness to his voice, a keening, almost exasperated edge that we last heard on T-Pap nearly a decade ago.
Another life it placed me as a black woman in the chitlin circuit. Seductive vocalist as the promoter hit the curtains.
Of course, a large part of that is probably because he's trying to meet the energy of the Tupac song this beat's taken from, which is just so rhythmically satisfying. I'd have assumed a lot of the flows were Kendrick originals, but nah, this beat's got so many little syncopations going on that it kind of just makes you flow like that. It definitely feels like he's trying to match the rhythms of the original, even if he isn't necessarily copying the flow directly.
My daddy looked the other way, he saw sin in me. I died with syringes pinched in me. Reincarnated.
And like I alluded to, the choice of sample here is so thematically intrinsic to the song itself, it kind of blows my mind. Whereas the original was a posse cut of a half dozen performers, here it's all Kendrick, but he's playing the role of various black musicians throughout history, namely those who died young as a result of their own vices, which implicitly includes Tupac himself amongst those ranks by nature of the sample being flipped here. A posse cut of spirits channeled through Lamar himself, essentially.
My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar.
Which is all capped off by the third verse, where Kendrick as himself and as, the devil, and also God. Dude's playing a lot of roles in this song, but the back and forth between the two voices at play here is just mesmerizing to listen to, much less unpack as a concept. Essentially, Lamar's critique of himself and even his own conduct in the Drake beef. It's almost like a deconstruction of the concept of a superstar.
I put 100 hoods on one stage.
Okay, tell me more.
I'm trying to push peace in LA.
But you love war.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, then tell me the truth.
Every individual is only a version of you.
How the mere act of being a performer, of trying to move people with music, is akin to manipulating them, into placing yourself into a position of power, and the previous stars that Lucifer had been reincarnated into, all falling into the same patterns of indulgence and vice that inevitably led to their premature demise, implying that fame and Kendrick's ideals are directly at odds of each other, where this cycle is doomed to repeat forever, where pride and selflessness cannot be reconciled, and where he tries to reconcile them anyways, to take back the power of music and break that cycle.
My
greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony, emotion.
I'm not gonna go too deep into every lyric, cause like, we'd be here all day unpacking them, and
Yeah.
genius.com for that anyways, but I just think it's all so clever. Not in a way where you even really need to pick it apart to get it. He kinda just lays it all out and lets you sit with it, but frankly, I prefer it that way. Not like it's devoid of layers either, it's just approachable. It hits.
I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal. So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted? I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding.
And given how prevalent religious themes have been in this year's popular music especially, having a song that genuinely feels in line with the kind of biblical themes so many other artists merely claim to embody just feels like a nice cap in that narrative, you know? Like, it's way too high concept for a hit song, but hey, glad we got it on the charts anyways, at least for a little bit. It's just so damn good. Turns out Kendrick Lamar is a really good artist. Who'd have thunk?
Let's rejoice where we are. I rewrote the devil's story just
And here's the part where I normally do honorable mentions, but like, if y'all have been paying attention, you already know what they are. I don't really see a need to stretch out this video by repeating myself, so here's my one true honorable mention for this year, Bad Bunny.
Really?
Just
Not gonna lie, it was
all of
really
his big
easy
songs
to
this year.
ignore
Hell, even the ones
him
that
this
weren't
year.
big. What a weird, interesting
Even
album
though,
that
like, he was
was.
just
Yes,
fucking huge. I don't
am blanking out
understand.
The title like the gringo I am. Nueva York is probably my favorite though, just for the raw
Nueva York?
energy running throughout
Nueva
it.
York, is that what you're saying?
Oh my
Nueva
God,
York?
I get it. Moment that Titi Me Pregunto was for everyone else, but there's also this one. Which is just like super fun. I don't know what else to say about it. I'll leave it for Liz to talk about. And DTMF, a song I actually can pronounce, which
I like this one. It's a good one.
just has the catchiest hook of the bunch, maybe of the year. It's certainly up there. And likewise, El Club has an excellent, well, club beat running throughout it that I cannot get enough of.
That was alright.
And, well, this one wasn't really a hit, but I just love how gorgeous and lush it is. Right, I think that about covers the normal HMs. Now for the part I really care about, where I show you some of my favorite non-hits of the year. Starting with a song that, you know, should have been a hit.
Oh yeah, this was the thing she released after her Grammy, right?
Doechii celebrated her Grammy win with Nosebleeds, one of the best bangers of the year. This weird, jerky flex of a song that's basically her saying, I
don't even think I
can
took
do
the time to
whatever
listen
the
to
hell I
this.
want, and she absolutely owns it. Love the random D&B outro too, because like, why not? Speaking of,
no idea what this is.
Good year for rap, this one. Especially Woman. If Backwash is absolutely harrowing, Only Dust Remains is any indication. Ninth Heaven's maybe not quite my favorite on the album. Wake Up and History of Valens are kind of hard to touch, but also not as
I'm waking up, I'm
feeling it's still a hell of a listen, mind you, just a bit less intense. Can't
Sorry.
recommend the whole album highly enough, though. And screw it, some more industrial hip-hop. Clipping are pretty hit or miss for me, but when their songs bang, by God do they bang. Change the channel? Why? I love this one. We'd be living in a better world if beats like these were more in style, though, like, yeah, I get why they aren't. Not my loss anyways. You know who else needs more acclaim? Danny friggin' Brown.
Actually, I like this new album. It was okay. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sold on his voice. Not 100%, but that album, it was pretty okay.
Yeah, we're going full chaos at the HMs this year. I already shouted out Jane Remover's Psycho Boost in my last sub special, but why not just do it again? Not like it doesn't still go hard as hell. I feel like I'm saying that about most of the songs here, but like, reminded that I already put Gnarly on this year's list, so some years I want the stupid bangers that just go hard.
How y'all even be finding this music, bro?
Oh, hey, speaking
I
of
don't
songs
know,
I shouted
man.
out in my last sub special, yeah, Cinderella's good and all, but this was a song from Model Actress's Pirouette that really stuck with me. For no
People
other
just
reason
be
that,
finding
drums go
music, bro.
brrr. That's all I really care about, apparently. Like that, exactly. Eusexia was a bit of a messy album, but drums
I
to
didn't
death is
like
just hella
Eusexia.
fun.
Sorry, not for me.
FJ's big sensual vocal style contrasts
Not
with even
for
Meg on the
me.
choppy, beat. It just works too well for me to deny. Maybe if more Sexium sounded like this, more people would want to have sex. Not me though. And speaking of women absolutely killing it, Sudan Archive's latest is packed full of so many banging dance jams that it has an absolutely immaculate run of songs in the middle where I could legit pick any of like 4 different tracks and still be satisfied. But I'm going with the Nature of Power because it's goddamn beautiful and also has one of the sickest drops of the year. But like, shout out My Type and The Bug's Life, amongst others. Remarkably cool late year release that best not be going overlooked. And sure, the dance party segment of the HM is my favorite, honestly. CSI.
Okay, we got Jane Remover, but no venturing. Come on, bro.
Like my artist name was
Come on, bro.
But foxes love this kind of stuff. This kind of fidgety, hyperactive sound is just pure bliss to my fluffy little ears. For exactly 3 minutes and 21 seconds, not a single thought passes through my mind, as it was meant to be. And thusly, we move on to the final.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. What is this cover, bro? I'm scared, bro.
Hell yes, Galen Tipton back
Anything
at it
behind me,
again.
man? Like, what's happening with this cover, bro?
This wasn't any track from the Deaf of Music, which I'm choosing to believe is a Devin Townsend reference, but right now, the title track is the one I'm spinning the most, and I promise I didn't write the segment to be as vague as possible, just so I could slide in a different song name later if I change my mind. I will never not go for music that's chaotic and fun. Sorry, y'all. Granted, art rocker Haru Nemuri isn't who I'd expect to get a song like that from, but we sure did, and wow, yeah, it slaps. She's always been a little quirky and experimental, so I can't be too surprised, though. Symposium has that kind of percussive, almost tribal feel to it that slams into a killer dance groove in its back half, and I couldn't help but immediately fall in love with it. Speaking of killer dance jams... 2025, the year of the hole, baby! Yeah, this
The
is
Hole,
just
what is
straight
that?
classic rave banger, and I legitimately do not think a single other word needs to be expended on it. Hell yeah! And hey, let's keep the Japanese music train rolling a little bit longer. Will freely admit I chose Yayo Rose as my pick solely because it's the one song off the album with a video. The whole album slaps in pretty much the same way. What if the fall of Troyes mathy emo was also J-Rock? Shimokita K is what I'm told Hachi Hachi Kazuo Genrei are, which is a label I've seen applied to Haru Nemuri as well, so this is basically the same song as Symposium, yeah. Anyways, the guitar music part of the HMs now, yes. So yeah, everyone's favorite weirdo mathcore band, the Callous Dog Boys, decided, hey, let's just put one of the catchiest pop songs of the year on our record for no real reason. They hardly even sacrificed their edge in the process. And I'm annoying, so I like Two-Headed Trout way more than their usual stick, I regret to inform y'all. Post-hardcore had a banger in 2025, by the way. We'd be here all day if I went through all my faves. But
It's
I've got
weird,
time, so
but I
sure,
like
a few
it.
more. God Alone's The Beep Test is another late year fave for me, and Rinser
Oh,
is like,
no.
so there's a specific strain of electronic music I've dubbed Fox tunes, the kind of stuff Galen Tipton makes, basically. And this song is like the exact midpoint between that and the type of dancey hardcore I've been way into this year. They made this song specifically for me, I'm sure of it.
Leviathan Part 2, 5-point palm exploding. What the fuck?
This one too. 5-point palm exploding heart technique, contender for the
What is
title
that
of
name?
Best Game I've heard all year. Gave us
What?
Leviathan Part 2, the prequel to Part 1, and the kind of artsy and angsty post-hardcore I've also been really big into this year. Share some DNA off that Noun song I loved last sub special, just also very overtly queer and trans. Strings and hardcore riffs go together so well, I swear. But on the lighter side of queer emo,
Beehive Ski. You would just be making up shit for their name, man.
if I had to pick my one
Just
favorite song this
most
year,
random
it would
words we could
Glitter,
possibly think
album
of.
And album title of the year contender Unlimited Violence Apologia by other band name of the year contender Beehive Ski Race. It's just so pretty. That hook was stuck in my head all summer, and I was never once unhappy to have it there. The calm amidst the storm of, well, all these other honorable mentions, I suppose.
Ethel Cain. I need to check out Ethel Cain. I think I had somebody request me
This one too,
them.
actually. Yeah, I guess
I
it's
need
not
to
unexpected
see
for
what's
Ethel
going
Cain
on
to
over
hit
there.
One of the most beautiful pop songs of the year. It's kind of her thing, but man.
Most
I
thing
wasn't
I've heard
immediately
from
taken
Ethel
with this
Cain is
one,
that
and
she said the
subsequently
N-word
a
one
lot
time.
of
That's
the
all
rest of the
I've
album did. Nettles was pretty good too, I suppose.
That is all
Yeah,
the shit I've seen. I haven't seen nobody talk about that album. No cap, bro. Did she actually say that? I think she did say
Have you
that.
caught on yet that I'm basically creating a mini songs of the year video inside this best list? Well, here's another one. Century's been
Did she? Or is that somebody else? I might be tripping, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Sticky guitar line
If I am, I'm sorry,
ride
bro.
the song builds into across this nearly 7-minute runtime. Like, woof, it's so damn cool. Rip that cowboy though. Anyway, sure, some more RYM core. Ignore that I put him on my best list before.
I heard
Oh, I am cool. I've heard that name, McKinley Dixon.
Yeah, McKinley Dixon.
I've heard that
blessed us
name
with
before.
another
McKinley?
tight album of jazz rap bangers this year, and Recitatif with Teller Banks is the one I latched onto the most. Probably because I just dig me a good beat switch. Yeah, going from chill and smooth to rambunctious and scuzzy like this tickles my brain just right. It's just a hell of fun listen. And the Dookie line is the lyric of the year for my money. Alright, let's close things off with one more wild rap banger, shall we?
Yeah, we ain't talking to your dumb ass. You could be a millionaire and still be a bum ass, boy.
Yeah, this is like a medley of a lot of the songs that were all over these HMs, isn't it? Balloon's got an utterly inspired J-pop sample flip that blossoms into an abrasive percussive beat. It's got Tyler and Doechii being absolute queer legends over it all. It's just about as good as music gets, you know? And you made me thinking, hey wait, Crow, isn't this from last year? Well, yeah, but it's also the best hit song of 2025, so...
Bitch, I'm on my own dick. I don't need your vibes.
It is? I remember this song. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Cause I mean, who friggin' cares, right? Did this chart in 2025? No. Did this chart in the 2025 Billboard year? You bet your ass it did. If Billboard's gonna spend the entire year bringing the circus to town, there's no better way to cap off my most irreverent best list ever than by absolutely clouding out the idea of a hit song in general. It's also like the 2025 hit we should have had, with Tyler and Doechii being among the few big stars of 2025 worth giving a damn about.
I don't even remember this song, bro.
Sticky is the best hit of 2025, sure.
I disagree. I don't like this song. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't know. I gotta be the guy. Well, actually, I don't like this.
4 different beats across this goliath of a banger, all slay. The hook in the back half is low-key just as slick and sticky as any pop song I heard all year. Up there with Darling Eyes for me, and it's all around just fun. That's really all it boils down to. It's so much fun. Balloon is just, you know, even more fun.
Don't stop,
And lightweight, just like a moment to decompress amidst a pretty heavy stretch of chromacopia, and a song that's helped me decompress amidst a year of smothering, exhausting discourse and queerphobia that I simply do not have the energy to deal with. But I put this song on and hear Tyler basically saying, fuck all that noise, I'm gonna go be myself and y'all just have to deal with it, and I have the dumbest grin on my face the entire time. And even as much as I like his verse, let's be honest, she really steals the show here.
Where the swamp is. Flyest bitch up in the room, I need a cockpit. I need some Peter for this pussy, they want the crop free.
I heard Doechii's verse for the first time and I just immediately understood her. Like, oh, she's got it, huh? For my money, it's not just the best verse of Chromacopia, which is, again, Tyler's album, but it's just the best she's ever done. The best of the year, period. She is just popping off the entire time, proudly flaunting her queerness, and it all builds to her just losing it in the most glorious way possible.
I air this bitch out like a queen. I send your ass back to the street.
What?
Spray your whole block with LaFleur. He gon' eat this pussy up 'cause it's sweet.
God, she's such a queen. Also, if he is gay and I am gay, then we are nouns. It's just art. Like, yeah, way to boil down the callous way biggest treat queer folk as nothing more than their labels into such a blunt, pointed statement. Tyler had his own little moment like that too, playing into the, oh, gay people only ever talk about how gay they are talking point in such a fun and subversive way.
Okay, I girls during December, I slay. And I don't even like girls, bitch, I'm way up too high.
It's so smart, all while being so dumb. I cannot get enough of it. Really, this whole video has basically just been a summation of all the most popular music in American culture in 2025.
I just can't get
the antithesis to it all. 2 queer legends doing their thing over the wildest beat of the year and shoving good taste into the sidelines in the process. It's just majestic, honestly. For my money, it's not just the best hit of the year, it's both artists' best song, full stop. Balloon by Tyler, the Creator, and Doechii, the best hit song of 2025. I've been Crow, and have yourselves a gay little crimesmith. Good night.
Don't stop, da-da. That's it? What is it? Are you serious? No, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I may need to hear Balloon again. I do not remember at all. Wow, I'm so terrible, aren't I? Let me put up Spotify. Oh shit. Fucking bro. Yes, I'm done. Bro. Hold on, wait. Sorry guys. Wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, look, this is the playlist I listen to every day. You guys chill out. Okay, chill. It's not my real playlist. It's not real. Balloon.
profit. Why I can't settle down?
So they want the crop print. I'm finna air these.
Stop, don't stop.
I've been on the tip that weight off your.
Don't stop.
I still don't really like Tyler the Creator. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm just not listening to any of it. Don't let this fool you. I do not listen to this song at all. This is not on my playlist. All right, well, enough of that. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty white swag. Pretty white swag.
Artists seem to blow up around the.
We had what? Doechii, Sailor Song. Yeah, no, sorry. The Kendrick songs, yeah, pretty good. Pretty somber. Okay, Darling I. Okay. What was the other song? Yeah, pretty much. Subway. It's a good song. Yeah, it's a pretty good video, honestly. And I think the whole like politics thing and debate. Oh, you really just music is inherently political. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, the charts will always sort of reflect the political status we're in society and how, you know, life is looking, you know, with the rise of conservatism and all the Christian songs. I said the Christian song has to also deal with the rise of conservatism and Donald Trump and yada yada yada. We fucking get it. We fucking get it. Yeah. Pretty good video. I agreed with most. Actually not most. Gnarly, yes. Gnarly, yeah. That's a good pick. Gnarly, yeah. Gnarly beats all these songs, I think. Unless I'm forgetting one. Honestly, yeah, Gnarly beats all these. Is that crazy to say? That might be crazy. That's probably a really fucking hot take. But yeah, guys. Thanks for watching, and go subscribe to Cacophony.